Focus on what you can control and ignore everything else. This video bases its roots in a popular Stoic ideology called the dichotomy of control. The best way to summarize what it's about is with this Epictetus quote: "The more you seek to control external events, the less control you will have over your own life. If you try and control things you can't control, the more out of control your life will become." The contrary is true too. If you control things you can control, the more authority you'll have over your life. All they know is they should respond positively to events they can't change. But this is the shallowest level of what you can control, as it doesn't allow you to influence your surroundings. If you want to have authority over any situation, you must go deeper into understanding what you can control to influence various scenarios. These 10 psychological hacks are a great starting point. 1. The pause. Let's say you've just asked someone a question, but you're not satisfied with their answer. Don't interrupt them. Stay silent and wait after they've finished. The chances are they'll expand and give a more complete answer when you say nothing. Public speakers are taught about pausing to keep the crowd engaged. When you say nothing after a statement or question, it allows those you're speaking to gather their thoughts before responding. If they give a half-baked response, it's usually because they never thought about what they said properly, or they just may not want to talk to you. By giving them a few extra seconds to think, you allow them to formulate a better response. This works super well in negotiations. Once you've stated your position, wait a while. Even when they respond. When you try to justify yourself and continue speaking, you're doing yourself a disservice. 2. The opportunity. When you want something from someone you don't know, don't make a direct request. It's better to frame it as an opportunity, instead of asking for it outright, since people are more readily available to accept offers. For example, let's look at 2 DMs I got on X. Exhibit 1. Hey KP, are you down for a convo? Exhibit 2. Hi KP, would you like to 10x your following? I'm Marv, a certified brand strategist. I help creators grow on Twitter without stress. Let me know if you are interested. Otherwise, happy to chat and connect. Both wanted my money, but they took vastly different approaches. Who do you think I responded to? Obviously, Exhibit 2, I didn't take the offer, but I was curious. When you frame your requests to strangers as an opportunity for them, they're more likely to be receptive because you're showing them what they have to gain. 3. Reduce your expectations. The fastest way to be miserable is to have expectations of the world. As Epictetus said, and I'm paraphrasing, the more you seek to control external events, the more control you'll lose over your life. And it starts with your emotions. Your interpretation of the world and how events should play out isn't the best. Drop the notion that it is to gain true control. Having zero expectations is the ultimate secret to reducing the disappointment you'll feel. It's much better to have standards. This is a level you don't allow yourself, or others who are accountable to you, to drop below. For example, you may have a standard to write 5 5-minute Medium articles per week. This becomes an expectation when you say, I will publish 5 5-minute Medium posts per week in a publication, because you can't dictate whether a publication will publish your work or not, and when they do it. Reduce your expectations. Set standards instead. 4. The character test. If you want to understand a person's true nature, observe how they treat people who have nothing to offer them. A decent person would treat all people the same, regardless of what they have to offer. Decent people believe everyone deserves respect and do their best to emphasize this through their actions. An indecent person puts themselves first. Everything is about what's in it for them. If what you do can't help make them better, you're not worthy of their respect in their mind. It's best to avoid people who treat people badly based on their resources. They're usually extremely manipulative and narcissistic. 5. The stress reliever. More than 400 adults were tested in 8 research trials to determine whether chewing gum helped to reduce stress. The findings revealed that chewing gum more often resulted in a significant reduction in anxiety than never chewing gum. In other words, Chewing gum can be a super inexpensive way to help relieve anxiety and stress. Whenever you're about to participate in a nerve-wracking situation, take a few nibbles of some gum to calm your brain down. 6. Teach what you learn. Jim Quick, entrepreneur, brain coach, and author of the best-selling book Limitless, once said, "If you want to learn something way faster, learn it with the intention of teaching it to someone else." It's one of the peculiar ironies of life. The fastest and best way to learn anything is to do so with the intention of giving away the knowledge to someone else. This will increase your motivation to learn, since you wouldn't want to misguide the people you teach. As a result, you'll put in a greater effort. 7. Let others talk about themselves. Self-disclosure is a gratifying endeavor. Research published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences revealed that talking about ourselves activates the same areas of the brain that light up when eating good food, taking drugs, and even having sex. If you want people to associate this neurological buzz with your presence, let them talk about themselves. The way to do this is by asking open-ended questions and listening carefully to what's being said, so you can ask a follow-up question that allows the conversation to flow. 8. Adopt good posture. A study from San Francisco State University was conducted to determine the influence of posture on mental health. It involved measuring the performance of 125 students who were asked to start at 964 and subtract 7 for 30 seconds. Half of the participants were instructed to sit up straight while they worked, and the others were told to slouch. After the time elapsed, the groups were asked to switch postures and perform the exercise again, starting at 834. The findings revealed that the students frightened by the task found it significantly easier and less intimidating when they sat up straight. According to the authors, this made sense, since curling toward your middle is a classic defensive posture. Thus, by adopting this position while performing the task, the students subconsciously told themselves they were not safe. The task became more difficult out of fear. What you do with your body impacts how you react to your thoughts. If you smile more, you'll be happier, and adopting good body posture will make you look and feel more confident. 9. Give others control. Telling someone what to do triggers in them what scientists refer to as psychological reactance, our brain's response to a threat to our freedom. This may motivate them to rebel or to feel unpleasant emotions towards you. A better solution is to give people choices to make them feel like they're in control of their decisions. For example, instead of telling your child it's time to eat, ask them whether they want cereal or a sandwich. This infers that it's time to eat, but gives them the freedom to pick what they want to eat. They'll be more motivated as a result. 10. Use because. American psychologist Robert Cialdini showed in his book Influence that you're more likely to have better luck when you provide people with a reason when asking for a favor. People react positively to the word because, even if the reason makes no sense or is unrelated to the request. This is due to the fact people want to know why they're being asked to do what they're doing. TLDR. If there's a reason, then it's probably worthwhile. Final thoughts. Most people aren't aware of the full extent of what they can control. They usually limit themselves to responding positively to events they can't change. But this is the shallowest level of what you can control, and doesn't give you much influence over your surroundings. To have more authority over any situation, you must go deeper into understanding what you can control to influence any situation. Thanks for watching.